Hey guys, how are you doing today? I am doing quite lovely. You can't answer me back, so I'll just answer for you, and I hope you're doing good. We're here practicing at Ecosphere Resort and Spa in Canggu, Bali. It's a very beautiful place. Got a nice storm brewing in the background. Yeah, I wish I could show you all the things that I see, but I've got the ocean out in front of me, I've got the wind, and it's just another beautiful, beautiful stormy day in Bali. What I want to go over today is something that's very near and dear to me. Yoga has been something that's been quite healing for me, and I treat it more as a holistic medicine, especially my yin practice. And so we'll be going through a yin practice today that focuses on the deep front line and the deep arm lines. So when we work into the deep front line through traditional Chinese medicine, this is a space where we hold a lot of grief and pain. And so anyone that's been through any trauma, which we all have been through trauma, especially with abuse, the deep front line can carry a lot of emotional energy and baggage. So when we're able to work with the connective tissue along this chain of fascia, we can really begin to allow the toxins, the toxicity that exists within the emotional body to finally release. So we'll go through a yin practice, and nice short little flow. And this is something great to do if you're feeling a bit of pain and grief in your life and you just need a moment to ground. We'll also move into the deep arm lines, which is where we hold a lot of our anger and frustration. And so the two of these pair together quite nicely because there generally is an overlap of those emotions when we move through trauma. And so just notice what comes up for you emotionally, and allow yourself to just feel, to be vulnerable, to be open, and be compassionate towards yourself, and try not to let things, get you to a space of defeat or of expectation. Just allow things to be as they are. If you're at home practicing, I suggest trying to find something that represents a bolster and a block. A block would be nice. So if you have a block, great. If you don't have a block, you can use a book. Anything that's kind of a hard rectangular shape is nice for that. And then for your bolster, you can use a pillow. You can use a couple of small pillows. You can use a blanket rolled up. You can use a yoga mat rolled up as well. But we're going to go ahead and start on our back so that we can really ground in. So bend the knees, plant the feet about mat width distance, and bring the bolster or whatever your prop might be to the base of the spine, and just allow your back to come down. Bring the feet together, let the knees go wide, and if you're really, really tight here in the hips, you might want to bring blocks underneath the knees or books or whatever you might have at home. And just allow the arms to fall out alongside the body. And if this is not helpful for the hips, if it doesn't feel good, if it's feeling painful, you can always bend the knees, take the feet mat width distance, and let the knees fall in towards each other. So just find what feels best for you. And where the arms lie is also up to you. They can go wide, they can go up overhead, finding length through the side bodies, or they can also just fall alongside the body, or bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Just allow yourself to ground in here. And we have the heart space, vulnerable here as we support this slight back bend, this opening of the chest and the collarbones. So begin to move into that deep front line. And not really stretching the fascia, but lengthening it. So lengthening it and releasing any adhesions that may have got caught along the way. So notice if your breath feels constricted. Try to allow for nice smooth inhalations and exhalations through the nostrils. And really allow the air, these vayus, these winds of the body, to move up through the belly, into the diaphragm, across the chest. And as you exhale, feel the energy moving down the chest as the belly contracts towards the spine. And take 4 more rounds of breath here. And slowly peel the chest up. Bend the knees, plant the feet. And let the knees drop over to the left side. Let there be space here between the feet. Just twisting the belly back, bringing the heart down onto the bolster, arms alongside. Just let the head relax. If you're feeling really tight, you might need 2 pillows here, so you can build up your props as much as you need. And slowly peel the chest up. Doing everything nice and slowly come back through center. Turn over towards the right side. Pull that bolster into the right hip crease and just folding down. Doesn't matter which cheek you take, find what feels natural. And just allow the heart space to be supported here. Feel the wind, that air, that life force moving in and out of the chest cavity and into the earth beneath you. And let go of any toxic, negative thought patterns that begin to come up. So notice if the thoughts are beneficial to what's happening here on the yoga mat for you, or if they are a distraction. And slowly peel the chest up. Move back through center. You can bring the bolster with you. And bring the feet together, creating a diamond shape. So making a butterfly shape here with the knees. Hands resting on the shins. Sit up nice and tall. Shut the eyes down. On an exhale, slowly lean the weight forward, pressing the knees open with the elbows. You can find that rock back and forth. If you're really tight and you're all the way upwards, bring a bolster on top of the feet, forehead to the bolster, and just let your head drop onto the bolster. Relaxing here, allowing the eyes to shut down. If you're feeling a little bit more open, the bolster can go long. You can bring your forearms down to the bolster. Make 2 fists. Set the forehead on top of the second fist and just allow yourself to relax down. Maybe you don't even need the fist. If you can go all the way down, let the cheek come down to the bolster. And let the head relax on the pillow or the bolster. Slowly come back up through center. You can move that prop off to the side. And bend the knees. Plant the feet a little bit further than hip width distance apart. Bring the hands behind you, fingers tracking back. On an inhale, open the chest, look up. On an exhale, rounding in a little bit, chin to chest. Inhale, open the heart, look up. And exhale, round in. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Come back to neutral. And just allow the knees to fall to the right side. Turn your chest to the right. Come back through center, knees to the left. Turn your chest to the left. Keep moving nice and slow across the body, feeling the heart space open. And you might even bring, when you let the knees fall to the left, the right hand over, come to the fingertips, twisting over to the right. Opening up again to the right side, bringing the left fingertips over towards the left, opening back. And just move with your own pace. So this can be as small or as large as you would like, but twisting into the belly, opening across the heart space, and we just begin to shift that energy around the body. Last one. And come back to neutral. Stretch the legs out in front of you. And bend the right knee. Bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. We're going to hug the right knee in with the left elbow crease and twist towards the right. Look over the right shoulder. You can also stretch the left arm up and bring the left elbow outside the right knee. Look back over the right shoulder. Come back through center. Straighten the right leg out. Bend the left knee. Bring it to the outside of the right foot. Hug the left knee in with the right elbow crease. Turn back behind you, or right elbow outside the left knee. Open the chest. Come back to center. Straighten the legs out. Have that bolster nearby. And take a bend into the knees here. You can even bring the bolster underneath the knees as we come into a fold. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Let the head drop in. Let go of any kind of posture here. Just allow the shoulders to slump in, the head to slump in. Just a space of surrender. So we surrender that fear, that hatred, that frustration, that anger. Surrender into a peace of mind around whatever it is that's bothering us. And really feeling the belly move. Feeling that wind, that life force moving through the chest. Finding expansion. And slowly coming back up. Bring the bolster out from underneath the knees. And stretch the legs forward. Bring the bolster or the pillow long ways across the yoga mat. And we want to bring and if you have a block, you can also use the block here. It might come in handy. But we want to bring the shoulder blades across the bolster and maybe a block at the back of the head. Arms go wide off the edge of the pillow or the bolster. If it feels okay for your neck to let the head drop back on the ground, do so. This allows for a deeper heart opening. So allow the heart to be open. Allow those arm lines to be nice and long. Just feel the energy moving from the right pinky over towards the left across the heart meridian, intersecting with that deep front line. Take deep breaths in and out from the back of the rib cage here as you feel it supported by that prop beneath the shoulder blades. So just allowing yourself to really surrender in this space. Again, check in with the mind. Notice where it has traveled off to, if it has. Take 5 more rounds of deep breath here. In and out of the nostrils, listening for that ocean-like sound. And slowly peel the chest up. Use the hands to assist you up, just to remove the block, the bolster, the prop, and pull the knees into the chest, come back onto the back. And we just begin to move from side to side, releasing the lower lumbar, feeling that support of the knees coming into the chest. And then stretching out nice and long. Let the arms go long, let the legs go long. And rolling on to the left hip. So stacking the right hip on top of the left. We're going to stretch the right leg out in front of us. And then just stretch the right arm back behind us. So we're taking a nice big expansive twist. So we're moving from the lateral lines, the spiral lines, the hearts, the deep front line, just beginning to get an all-encompassing space of moving that energy through the body. Feel the shoulders melting down towards the earth. Take 2 more deep breaths. Come back to center. And let's just switch sides, reach the arms up overhead. And coming over onto that right hip, stacking the left hip on top of the right. And stretching the left leg out towards the right. Left arm back behind you, twisting open here. Let the left shoulder melt down. Nice and expansive here in this twist. With every exhalation, feel the body grounding a bit more. And slowly come back to center. Stretch out nice and long. Then move the shoulders over towards the right, legs over towards the right, and we find a banana shape or a crescent shape. So finding that moon, maybe taking a hold of the left wrist, maybe crossing the ankles until you find length through the left side body. So not forcing to get too long, just nice and subtle. So not only here do we work with the deep front line, but we work with that lateral line as well. So that's that space where we move into our decision making. Come back to center. Move the legs over towards the left, arms over towards the left. Find that lateral length. Maybe taking hold of wrist or crossing the ankles. And come back to center. Pull the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side again. And then take happy baby. Bend the knees outside, nice and wide. Take a hold of the bottom of the feet. Rock from side to side. You can stay static as well if that feels better for you. But just to really allow the knees to be nice and open here, maybe activating, pressing through the bottoms of the feet, pressing that lower back down as well. Knees into the chest, nice tight squeeze forehead to the knees. And bring the feet to the earth, knees bent. Hands to the back of the head, clasp the fingers and just set the head down onto the palms. Let the elbows be wide. Walk the feet the width of the mat and let the knees fall into each other. So nice space here, supporting the back of the head, nice opening across the heart space into the arm lines. Just notice that deep sense of calm move and wash over the body. So yoga is very much about those mental thought bodies that visit us. It doesn't always have to do with just making shapes, doing a workout, moving quickly. Yoga is about sitting with yourself, being present in your own body, and being able to tolerate, to love, to nourish yourself. So notice what challenges come up for you. Is it difficult to be in a space of stillness or quiet? Or in a space of introspection and observance? Take 5 more rounds of breath here. And then take the hands to the front of the shins. Rock up to a comfortable seat. And keep that grounding sensation with you here. Inhale, reach up with the arms. Hands to the back of the head. Once again, open the heart space, tilt the head up. If we allow it to, when we come to the yoga mat, either our worst nightmares can come up or our most vivid dreams. Allow the hands to come back to the knees, resting. And just notice what comes up for you. You can even rock a little bit forward and backward here before we finish our practice. In this space, this rocking motion gives us that sense of being supported, of being taken care of. So just feel into your energy bodies. Notice where the mind is. Notice how you feel physically, what feels tense, what feels soft. Notice how you can be more fluid. What can you do to feel more grounded, more supported, more loved? When we give the yoga the opportunity, it truly can begin to heal these deeper traumas, these spaces of anger, of frustration, of pain, of abuse. We begin to find the beauty in the darkness so that we can step into the light. Come into stillness, feel grounded in the seat. Take a deep sigh in, deep sigh out. Allow the hands to come together at the heart. Bowing down towards yourself for showing up today, for being present, doing your best, and say namaste. Thank you guys for joining me today. Yin is a very, very beautiful, more modern aspect of yoga, and I think it can be very, very healing. I know that it has been for me, so I hope that there's something nourishing that you took out of that practice. If there is one element of the practice that felt really good to you, try to do it each day, even on the days that you feel good. Sometimes those negative thought patterns can creep back in on us when we're least expecting it. So take care of yourself, be kind, be compassionate, and be observant of what comes up, and be forgiving as well. Thank you guys for joining me. For more yoga practices online, you can check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Echo Giselle Widmer. And you can find out about treats and trainings at echoflowyoga.com or echo_around the world. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you again on the yoga mat or somewhere in the world. Bye.